That's right, you've seen the title. We're going to be reacting to Loki episode 1. The Loki series is finally here. First episode is called Glorious Purpose. Now, I've no idea what to expect, right? Except the bits and bobs that I've seen in the trailers, the little trailers that I've seen. No idea what's going to happen. It's definitely my most anticipated series in the MCU so far. So hopefully I can post this up as soon as possible and I don't get copyright. Let's get into the first episode reaction. Super excited. My energy is a bit low. I came back from work, super tired. Came back from the gym as well. But hyped for this series though. So yeah, let's get into the reaction. There we go. We're going back in time to the original Avengers movie.
On my way down to coordinate search and rescue. I mean, honestly, how do you keep your food shut?
So we're getting a bit of a flashback. These are the events of the end of, I think, Endgame. Yep, remember this. He grabbed the Tesseract and disappeared. Oh. I mean, he's got the space stone. He could have teleported anywhere in the universe, and he chose another earthly position. I don't know. Where's the Tesseract?
I am Loki of Asgard.
Here we go.
I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Who are you? Space cops. That's what I call them.
Standard sequence violation. Branch is growing at a stable rate and slope. Variant identified.
I beg your pardon.
On behalf of the Time Variance Authority, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
The sacred timeline.
Hands up. You're coming with us.
I'm sorry, who's us?
Last chance, Fairy.
who are these guys?
It's been a very long day, and I think I've had my fill of idiots in armored suits telling me what to do, so if you don't mind...
Alright, talk your shit. Talk your shit, Loke. Talk your shit, Loke.
Now get out of my way.
Get out of my way. Ooh. What the heck?
You're now moving at 1/16th speed, but
damn.
feeling all that pain in real time.
So they got time manipulation technology. That's how they're able to.
Reset the timeline.
Yo, these guys are mad. Whoa.
Your little job, how do you like that?
You're making a terrible mistake. You're making a big mistake.
These dudes, they're like time cops.
It's the Tesseract.
Isn't that a movie, Time
Be
Cop?
careful with it.
Yo, they're basically like time cops.
Know this. You cross me, they're a deadly
He's still talking shit.
We'll see.
I like that. He's still talking his shit. Boy, what have you got into, Loki? I wonder why they just didn't put him back. When they reset the timeline and put him back in the custody of the Avengers, you know? Well, maybe this was meant to happen, you know, that the Avengers messed with the timeline first. So it feels pretty light though, like, you know, in terms of tone.
Take a ticket.
Seems pretty light, comedic. I wonder if it's gonna get darker as the season progresses, you know. Because if I was a betting man, and which I'm not, I don't gamble, but I would assume Loki isn't the real threat, if you know what I mean.
Long ago, there was a vast multiversal war. Countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy, nearly resulting in the total destruction of, well, everything. But then the all-knowing timekeepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline, the sacred timeline. Now, the timekeepers protect and preserve the proper flow of time for everyone and everything.
Interesting.
But sometimes people like you veer off the path the timekeepers created. We call those variants. Maybe you started an uprising, or were just late for work. Whatever it was, stepping off your path created a Nexus event, which left unchecked could branch off into madness, leading to another multiversal war.
Okay.
Don't worry, to make sure that doesn't happen, the timekeepers created the TVA and all its incredible workers.
Yo.
The TV.
Isn't Doctor Strange?
Now that you're right,
Doctor Strange 2 called like Multiverse of Madness or something like that, right? So, yo.
Sit tight and we'll get you in front of a
Loki,
judge
Scarlet
in
Witch,
time.
Doctor Strange.
She'll be
They might
seated
mess up the
next to
timeline, and then
attendant.
we got our own Wilson character, Morbius. I think that's his name.
Somebody got the jump on him.
Stab wounds. That just had me thinking, what if they're bringing Loki in to stop a variant of himself that's destroying the timeline?
Wait, stand down!
You know what I mean? To stop an even more evil version of himself. It sounds far-fetched, but you don't know. Just a prediction. A demon, the devil. And you see the devil's got the horns. Well, one of Loki's costumes, you know, Loki's helmet has got horns, so there could be a little correlation between, you know, devil horns and Loki's demonic horns, you know, they look kind of demonic.
Madam, a god doesn't plead. Look, this has been a very enjoyable pantomime.
Here we go, he's flexing again.
Are you guilty or not guilty, sir?
Guilty of being the god of mischief? Yes. Guilty of finding all this incredibly tedious? Yes. Guilty of a crime against the sacred timeline? Absolutely not, you have the wrong person.
Oh, really? And who should we have?
Absolutely.
The Avengers. You see, I only came into possession of the Tesseract because they traveled through time. No doubt in a last-ditch effort to stave off my ascent to God King.
God King.
An accusation.
Believe me, you can smell task force.
The Avengers have violated probably several rules.
We're not here to talk about the Avengers.
Oh no?
No. What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was not.
So some people are allowed to time travel.
Right. Well, perhaps I should speak to these timekeepers. Gods to gods.
Gods to God.
I'm sorry, but they're quite busy.
As a god, they'd only understand me.
Dictating the proper flow.
Is he trying to transform?
What's going on?
Hang on. Everyone quiet.
What?
He's trying to use his powers, ma'am.
Don't rush me.
And I sent it to
He was trying to like use his powers and assassinate him.
What does that mean? What does that? Is it bad? What does it mean?
Loki, you're just a pawn, bro. He's got no strength. None of his powers work in here. I think that's what that collar does, you know. I think that inhibits his powers.
I thought there was no magic here. There isn't.
This looks magical. Kind of reminds him of Asgard, probably. Dude, like, just seeing the scale of the TVA. It's like another world. It's onto itself, you know.
Timekeepers. Yep. To protect the sacred time.
It makes the Avengers seem this minuscule, you know?
Is that funny? Within your set path.
I live within whatever path I choose.
Okay, come have a seat.
Damn, everyone's destiny is predetermined.
I told you time moves differently in the TVA. Come on, sit down.
Is he trying to kill him? Is he trying to murk him? This is very interesting character development. You know, I love it.
Mock me
if you dare.
Honestly, I'm actually a fan.
The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Good metaphor, guy. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
Okay.
But you're not as smart as you think, Loki.
Do you enjoy hurting people? Making them feel small? Making them feel afraid?
Your games don't frighten me.
Making them feel little?
I know what I am.
A murderer?
A liberator.
Of eyeballs, maybe. Look at that smile. You are enjoying that. This is one of my favorites.
Bourbon and soda?
Thank you.
No, shh. This is the good part.
Oh. Why would Loki need money?
See you again someday.
I think she likes your boy. Why?
I can't believe you were D.B. Cooper. Come on.
I was young and I lost a bet to Thor. Where was the TVA when I was meddling with these affairs of men?
Well, we were right there with you, just surfing that sacred timeline.
Oh, so that had the timekeeper's seal of approval, did it?
Well, I wouldn't think of it in terms of approval.
These are very interesting questions, right?
Keys do. I was just standing
Thanos, all these evil people destroying the planet.
meaningful now.
Ego, Guardians of the Galaxy, every MCU movie, every threat, TVA, nowhere to be
What
seen.
exactly?
And then the Dark Elves attack the palace, and you think you send them to Thor,
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
but instead you send them...
Ugh. Damn, he just said you're a small fry, bro. You're just a small fry.
What is this place?
Jeez.
What? Infinity Stones?
Oh. They just.
You have these.
Why do you have?
Actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights. Some of them.
Dude, that's crazy. He's like, his mind is blown. He's just like the most powerful artifacts in the world, in the universe. He's like, these are just paperweights.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
He's starting to believe that these guys are OP as hell. Yeah, imagine they just came to Thanos and were like, Thanos, you ain't supposed to be doing this, snapping people out of existence. Delete. Deletion. Nah. Because he loved his mom. Like, that was the only like Asgardian that he really liked.
I love you, my sons. Remember this place. Home.
So bad after all, brother.
Maybe not.
Thank you. If you're here, I'll even give you a hug.
I'm here.
Oh, Thanos. Crushed his neck. Ugh. Dude, it must be weird. If you imagine seeing yourself dying, like the future of yourself, you dying, it would freak you out. You'd be freaked out.
apart, so there was nothing I could have done. Hey, there you.
Damn, the guy's having a crisis.
Loki. Nowhere left to run. Okay, explain that to me.
Because it's part of the illusion. It's the cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
The desperate play for control.
You do know yourself.
You try to use that?
Oh, several times. Even an infinity stone is useless here. TVA is formidable.
Fugitive variant's been killing our Minutemen.
And you need the God of Mischief to help you stop them.
That's right.
Why me?
The variant we're hunting is you.
Whoa! Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? Listen, the horns, Loki's horns, in the devil imagery. And Loki that knows the insides and outs
Early third millennium. Definitely anachronistic.
of the timeline and the TVA could be a possible danger. You know, it's Loki, man.
It's not worth the paperwork.
No.
Just let's bail. Set a charge.
Wow.
Wait. Someone's out there.
So someone found a time machine. A variant of Loki could have robbed the time machine. And they're not even bothering to do any paperwork, you know, they're just like, forget this. Forget, it's too much paperwork. Dude. So Loki's gonna hunt himself. He's like, I think I'll hold on to this. Dude. Oh man. That was crazy. You know, that was crazy. Very fun. You know, it's kind of interesting though that, you know, there's different variants and that he's hunting himself. You know, wasn't able to tell during the trailers who the hooded figure was. Now we know maybe another, it's just probably is another variant, you know. Things that gave it away for me were the knives, you know. Loads of people use knives, but I just thought, he uses knives to kill. Sounds like Loki. And the devil horns, you know, with the imagery of the devil, the horns of Loki. So this probably a variant who's too far gone, if that makes sense. He's like, he managed to escape the capture and sort of out-tricked them, outmaneuvered them. Maybe he broke into the TVA, discovered, you know, their true power, and is using against them the technology, and he's figured out some of their magic or science. You know, they got crazy power, those guys. You know, time travel, teleportation, can enter any timeline. If they decided to be an organization for evil, bro, no one could stop him. Avengers, Eternals, no one. You know, but yeah, very fun show, man. Like it's so much fun, so much fun. I can't wait for episode 2. It's gonna be like another week, but very fun, very fun. Just explaining the lore, delving deeper into the character of Loki. You know, that was pretty interesting. You know, his inner, the way he feels. He's not truly evil per se. You know, it's just kind of misunderstood. He's been lied to his whole life, and he kind of like puts on a facade. But yeah, I thought there was a touching scene when he was looking at the images of his mother. You know, the guy's got a bit of a heart. You know, he's not a completely heartless monster. But I reckon the variant they're hunting is too far gone. He's killing and he's ruining multiple timelines, kind of thing. You know, traveling to different timelines. Maybe he travels to different timelines, kills the Avengers, and then that messes up that timeline. Who knows? Once you start involving the multiverse theory and all that stuff, it literally goes into alternate Earths and multiple timelines, and it gets really convoluted. But this can be ways to bring in different universes and characters who basically don't fit in the normal MCU timeline. You know, this could be a way to bring in different characters, like let's say, for example, Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, right? The Black Spider-Man, right? They could weave him in, like, you know, he's from another timeline or something, and in that timeline it wasn't Peter Parker, it was Miles Morales. I predict this show, when it ends, things will be left unresolved. You know, TVA probably might be there to stay. I think they're just too big of an organization to fully be removed from the MCU, but I do feel like some of the consequences from this series might bleed over into like, let's just say, Doctor Strange 2, or, you know, Multiverse of Madness, or other shows. It's kind of like WandaVision. I think that'll bleed over as well, because she's doing some chaos magic, manipulating some stuff. Loved the first episode, can't wait for episode 2 next week. Let me know what you liked about the episode, and I'll see you next time.